What's going on, guys? It's Dan here, and welcome to the game unboxing for October 14th, jumping the gun here. And we are unboxing The Evil Within on PlayStation 4. Now, I'm going to mention this immediately, although I'm probably still going to get questions and concerns. Just please watch the video first before you ask questions. No, I did not pick up Borderlands the Pre-Sequel. I have my reasons for this. Number one, Borderlands is a fun game when played with friends and in a group, co-op. Playing it single player is not very fun. It's actually rather boring. I have never followed the storyline of Borderlands that much because you're not concentrating on it. I never played the first Borderlands. I played Borderlands 2 a couple years back, or was it last year? It was 2 years ago. I can't remember now. But it was fun in a co-op setting. But the problem with the co-op setting as well is that people talk and they have fun. We just start going crazy and, yelling and shouting, what have you. And we don't focus on the storyline. I still don't really know what Borderlands is about, even though I played the second game. So Borderlands Pre-Sequel, I believe, is a bridge between Borderlands 1 and 2 to kind of give you an idea of what's happened between those times. So really, it would mean nothing to me. And the other problem with it was... okay, you guys can say, oh, Dan, just take some subscribers. Sure, that's what I would have done. But the problem is, my schedule is weird. And I record whenever I want to record, you know what I mean? Whenever I have the time, because I do have a full-time job with weird hours. But I doubt that people who would be able to play would be able to jump on it at the inconsistency that I have. So I'd be going solo for most of the part. And I mean, last time I do, people are like, Dan, do it with some other YouTubers, like you did it with Retro Kid last time. The Borderlands 2 I played a bit with Retro. And yes, I did, but at the same time, again, our schedule was conflicted. He couldn't play while I could, and it just made it a pain in the ass. So Borderlands 2, if you go and look, I've actually played most of the game solo, and then some of it co-op. So, not only that, and this is a big reason, people are like, Dan, you gotta play games for fun. Don't listen just because you can't get anybody in. Go play a game that you want to play. Okay, this is just it. I don't really want to play Borderlands. So when people are telling me to play what I want to play this and only this, and I don't want to play Borderlands the Pre-Sequel because it's just going to be a pre-sequel. Don't get me wrong, if there's a Borderlands 3, I'll probably get that. But I don't really want a prequel game to a game that to a series I'm not that interested in, you know what I mean? I think the game is a little overhyped. And we already had a game kind of like Borderlands earlier this year, Destiny, very similar design. And I just don't feel like it. It boils down to that, just not feeling like it. I want to save some money. I got some crazy time. I have so many games on the run right now. Let's look. I have completed this. I've completed this. Still working on this because this game goes for a while. Still working on this. Tons of games that I'm still working on, and like I said, the games I have completed, I just gotta get them posted, and I don't want to spam people. I have so many games on the go, I don't want to spam all these videos at once. Even now people are complaining that I'm posting too many, and I'm only doing 5 videos a day on average. So anyway, that's my reasoning for not picking up Borderlands. Sorry, we haven't even started on the unboxing. I've babbled so far, so my apologies. Let's get into this. Evil Within, it's got one of these. You see the kind of case I mean, where you look at it from one angle? Oh, it's hologram. It looks 3D. I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but I can. It looks like all that is actually in the background. I don't know. It's that illusion. You get what I'm saying. So let's just flip this bad boy. Flip a bitch. Get the summary here. Enter the mind of a madman. After witnessing the slaughter of fellow officers, Sebastian is ambushed and knocked unconscious. When he awakens, he finds himself in a deranged world where hideous creatures wander among the dead. Facing unimaginable terror and fighting for survival, Sebastian embarks on a frightening journey to unravel what's behind this evil force. Sounds pretty dope. I saw some images and things like that. I saw some screenshots, and it looks phenomenal. So, anywho, the Fighting Chance Pack is the pre-order bonus. Go into that as well. Now, a little something that I wasn't too pleased with. I mean, I know it's in today's world and what have you, but one of the first things that the sales lady offered me at EB Games, she's like, would you be interested in the $20 DLC? And I'm like, the $20, what's that? And she explained it. And it was basically like a season's pass, except obviously not. It was day one DLC. 2 or 3 extra missions that you could download and, you know, play, obviously. But I mean, they weren't crucial to the main story, but they're still day one DLC for $20 more. That pisses me off. The game already costs $70, at least in Canada, sorry. In Canada it does. And it's frustrating when you have a game that you pay full price for on the first day and you already have DLC that's probably already on the disc. I thought this shit was I thought it was done. So I opted not to get it. If I really, really want to play those missions, I could probably download it on PlayStation Network later on, depending how I feel about the game. If I really, really like it, maybe I'll do a few more missions and support Tango Gameworks and of course Bethesda. I do love Bethesda, but they haven't really developed a game in a little while, so I don't know. But anyway, again, I keep getting sidetracked here, sorry. Let's open this bad boy up. Oh, there goes the polyethylene Mahava case or whatever. Alright, so first thing we see is the Evil Within, the Fighting Chance pack, which gives you a medical kit, double barrel shotty, incendiary agony bolt, poison agony bolt, and green gel. Is there anything else to know? Doesn't explain what those are, probably just to help you, obviously. Next thing up, the Season's Pass. This is probably what I was talking about. Why is it in French? Oh, I had the French side flipped, my bad. 3 new add-ons at one great price. Play 2 story-driven add-ons as Julie Kidman, Sebastian's mysterious partner. This is what she was telling me about. Encounter unthinkable enemies in new areas that reveal hidden motives and harrowing evil. A 3rd add-on puts you in control of the Keeper, the Boxman, and a fun collection of mission-based maps. So this probably isn't available now. Maybe it's not day one. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is, because they're saying check your local provider, and she told me about it, so I don't know. Anyway, and right here, if I can get these out, the English and French versions of the which one's the French version? Of course the one that's in front, because we all speak French in Canada, you fucking assholes. Anyway, Evil Within book, just make sure there's no code. Not many games give you game books anymore, do they? It's all digital. But it's actually color, that's nice. Character profiles of everybody. Getting started. Controller. Difficulty levels. HUD. Inventory, etc., etc. Just basic stuff. So if I have, like, that's what's cool about this. A lot of games, like I said, it's all digital, and it's very, very bare bones. They basically tell you to go online and read about it. I don't like that. I've grown up with having a game guide, like not a game guide, sorry, a game book. So if I ever needed assistance in a game, I could just open the book and say, oh, this is how you do that. But nowadays they're changing it so that you buy the strategy guide, or you go down and I know they're trying to go paperless, which is totally a good idea. Save the trees, hug a tree, kiss a tree, whatever. But sometimes it's just more convenient. But you get what I mean. I don't mind it if the game guide is on disc. That's totally fine. But I shouldn't have to go online and print something off. You know what I mean? But anyway. And also one thing, I'm going to try and show this to you as well. They actually give you an alternate cover. Oh, I'm not even showing it. An alternate cover if I ever wanted to flip it around from the basic one. But the thing is, most of the time the game will be sitting in its slip cover anyway, so that won't be an issue. So anyways, guys, that is the game unboxing for October 14th, 2014. Like I said, next week is like the last week I have. Like next Tuesday, there's nothing coming out at all. The next game comes out on the 28th. That'll give me a lot of chance to catch up on all these games and get them uploaded fully. So when gaming season does hit in November, and I'm talking, there are certain games in November that I can't cover just because of time. There's too many fucking games, and it's just too many, and then it just becomes a big blur of games, and I don't enjoy the game. That's what people don't seem to get, is when I play a lot of games, it's all like, none of them really mean too much to me, and people are like, Dan, why don't you review games anymore? Well, number one, the time factor, there's no time, and games don't mean that much. I don't have a passion. Okay, that sounds wrong. That's not what I mean. The games, because if I do too many games, I don't think about that one game. I think of multiple games and trying to play each one, and then every time I switch games, because everyone's like, post more of this game, post more of that game. We don't want to see too much of this game, but we want to see that game. You get other people saying, we do want to see that game and not the other game they were talking about. You see what I mean? I gotta keep it fair for everybody, and ergo, play all the games in an equal moderation and post equally. That being said, like I say, it's hard to focus on one game and really give it a fair shake, which is why I haven't been reviewing games lately for the past like 2 years or 1 year, whatever it's been, probably almost 2 years now. But the thing was, once I've done YouTube full time, that's when I'll be back to reviewing games. Once I get that set amount of time to play a game and review it again, because my last reviews were very amateur. I felt like I could really improve it, and I've bumped myself up into a new standard of everything where I need to be really good at editing and, you know, making my reviews look very, very professional. And if I'm doing that full time, I can focus on that a little more, and there'll be no excuse for me to say, oh, I can't make my reviews very good, they're in very good quality. You get what I mean? So you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of factors that people don't understand behind the scenes that affect what games I play and what if I review them. So it's tough. Okay, I'm trying my best to get as much in. These 2 weeks are ones I live for. When I have games that I can just play whenever I want to play them, and catch up as I catch up. So you get the idea. And a lot of people ask me, Dan, start Fallout New Vegas. There's no point in starting Fallout New Vegas in the midst of gaming season. It's just too nutty, especially a game like Fallout. You guys know that long RPGs, long games, Dead Series, December is when they start. And they go into the slow months of January, February. So if you're wondering when Fallout New Vegas, I'm going to try and start it in December, okay? I'm at least going to start it in December. You have my word, okay? So those waiting for Fallout New Vegas, I just finished posting Fallout 3 earlier. I didn't want to spam it, okay? So thanks so much, guys, for watching. Still on the verge of getting better from being sick, so I apologize. Sorry for going on a bit of a rant and talking a little bit more on this game unboxing, but I wanted to let you guys know where I stood, and why I didn't get Borderlands. So I apologize for those looking forward to Borderlands. There were only a select few amount of people. I guess there were people who did sound off, but not enough people sounded off to make it worth it for me to play solo. Does that make sense? I'm sure it does. But anyways, thanks so much, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button and favorite it as well if you enjoyed it. I hope you guys come back for Evil Within. It looks phenomenal. I can't wait for another horror game. Probably, I'm thinking about doing another scare cam, face cam. I did do that with Alien, which is fully complete, by the way. And yeah, I think that it might be the best bet for a game like this. So we'll give it another whirly bird, see how it goes. So thanks again, guys. Take it easy. Have a good one. And I'll see you guys in game.